Harry Potter fanfiction, My Immortal, Part 4, Chapters 21 through 25. Chapter 21. Author's Notes. Fuck you, okay? You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong, okay? Cause that bick ravern, cause it fuck you preps. 1. Whoops, saws raven, thanks for the help. BTW, Transylvania rocks rad. I even got to go to the castle where Dr. Cola was filmed. Later, we all went into the skull. Draco was crying in the common room. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. No, I'm not, you fucking bitch, he shouted angrily. He started to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I started to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. It's okay, Anobi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come, he began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. We both got under it. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there? He shouted angrily. We saw Filth come. He went under the invisibility cloak and began to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, you preppy little poser, son of a fucking bick, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusting way. Excuse me, who said that? Yelled Mr. Norris. Then he heard Filch meow. Filth is there anyone under the cloak? He asked. Filth nodded, and then Vampire Frenched me. He did that just as Mr. Norris was taking off the cloak. One. What da? He yelled, but it was too late, because we were running away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting into tears and slitting his wrists outside of the school. Draco, I cried, are you okay? I guess, though, Draco weeped. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic big red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes suddenly rolled up and I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a knock at the door, and the fug and the mystery of magic walked into the school. 1. Chapter 22. Author's Notes. STFU. Preps, stoop flemin' okay. If you do not like it, fuck off. I know it's not Mr. Norris, it's Raven's fault, okay. 11. You suck. 1. No, just kidding, Raven. You foicking rock. Prep suck. 1. All day, everyone talked about the misery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing Blake Lacy leather pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diabolo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it. Under that, she wore a black poofy skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top. Vampire was wearing a baggy Simple Plan t-shirt and baggy black pants and Vans. Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt and Blake jeans and leather jacket. He looked just likey Gerard Way, and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden. Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed off all of her clearage with a white apron that said Bick and the other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like the one that I had seen Amy Lee once wear. Darkness, who is Jenny, was there too. She was weaving a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it, and a lace-up top thing, and black pointy boots. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness Diabolo, Crab and Goyle's dad, was a vampire. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists with a razor. He had raped them and stuff too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism. OMFG, I yielded as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Inabi, something is really fucked up, Draco said. Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first, I shouted angrily. It's alright. We have to go now, and you look kawaii anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, alright, I said, smiling. But you have to tell me why you're being all erective. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside to the great hall and looked in from a widow. A fucking prep named Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hilary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her. Inside the great hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too. This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled Cornelia Fudge. You're not fit to be the principal any longer, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's dangerous. You must retry, or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily, but we cannot do this. We cannot close the school. There is only one person capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school, and her name is Enoni Darkness Dimension Raven Way. Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Chapter 23. Author's notes. Dihut de fuck up bickies. 1. You're just jellos cause I got 10,000 re-views. 1. Thanks to Raven for the help in telling me about the box Gurulu. Rocks, let's go shopping together. The door opened, and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us. Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing? Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Oops, she made a mistake, he corrupted her. She means, hi everyone, come in. We all came in angrily. So did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary. Crab and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Vile Volo. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me. It was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting each other. Vampire? Draco? WTF? I asked. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her. No, I do, shouted. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She laves me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. They started to fight and beat up each other. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort! Ebony! Ebony! Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice. Thou hast failed our mission. Now I shall kill thou, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too. Pulls, don't make me kill him, Pulls, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away, cackling. I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me. Suddenly my eyes rolled up, so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lighting flash, and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco, while Draco slit his wrists in a depressing way. No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly, I locked up and stopped having the vision. Ebony, are you right? All right? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's okay, NOB, said Vampire, all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG, what if I'm getting possessed like in Da Ring 2? It's okay, girl, said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should go ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Okay, Bick, I said sadly, and then we went. Chapter 24. Author's notes. Preps, stup flamin' the story, you're just jealous, so fuck off, okay, go to hell. 11 Raven, fags for die help. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Trevelry about the visions. Konnichiwa, everyone, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long dead hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Bloody Mary get along great. She's really young for a teacher. Today she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and long gothic black ripped dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is it, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I just love your nail polish. Where did you get it? Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. I gave them the finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now, she asked. Okay, I said. Okay, class fucking dismissed, everyone, Professor Trevelry said, and she let everyone go. Except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exercise, get it, 1 on page 3. Okay, I'm having a lots of visions, I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried Draco's going to die. Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to lock in. I locked in it. What do you see? She said. I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park t-shirt, and black Congress shoes. Okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch, I said, waving. I went to Draco, and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited. Chapter 25. Author's notes. Please stop flaming, okay? If you do not, then I'll tell Justin to bet you up 1011, and I'll tell all the Reds to put riches in your computer 1,111,111. Fuck you, 1. Raven Fangs for the help, 1. I was so excited. I followed Draco, wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside and then went into Draco's black car. Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevelry say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wheat hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant tomorrow, I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret and spiked it. He gave it to me to spork. He started to fly the car into a tree. When we were on top of it, Draco put on some MCR. And all the things that you never told me, and all the smiles that are ever going to haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice. We started tilting of each other's clovers fervently. He took off my black thong and my black leather bar. I took off his black boxers. Then he put his throbbing you-know-what in my tool, sexily. OMFG, Draco, Draco, I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated Frenching passively. Suddenly, I fell asleep. I started having a dream. It was a guy in it. A black guy was shooting two Gothic men with long hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, one, they pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No, oh my fucking god! 11, I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes. I started to cry, and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lichen Park mobile. But the worst thing was the people who were shot in the dreams were Lucian and Sirius, 111. That's the end of My Immortal, Part 4, Chapters 21 through 25. Again, I have the next part up shortly. Again, let this load first. Thank you for your time. See you next time. And, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this video or this stream if you enjoyed it. Thank you.